Hey everybody, Rachel Caskey here from Gelli Arts, and today I am going to be working on some jelly printing using my Gelli Arts Gelli Plate. This one is the larger 8x10. I do have a smaller one, a 5x7, but right now I'm just going to do techniques using the 8x10. And I'm just using an old Creative Memories like mat, cutting mat underneath to keep the plate steady, and I put some craft paper underneath just so, you know, if I do make a mess, it doesn't get it all over the table. So I have these Le Franc Bourgeois Paris Flashe extra fine emulsion, vinyl emulsion paint. It's supposed to be high covering. So it's turquoise blue, this one is, and it's considered extra fine and velvety. It has high covering power and it's ultra matte for multimedia. So I figured I would start with these as a base, and then use some more transparent colors over top of them to see what kind of effects we get. You know, I may even use some stencils as well. So I have this color, the turquoise blue. I have the ochre rose. I have green emerald, and I have violet rouge. So we'll start with the turquoise blue first. And I have a couple of different rollers. I think I'm going to use this one because I feel like that one has a little bit more control than this one. But we'll see. I can always change them up if I have to. So let's get some paint mixed up here. Actually, we're just going to use the broken paintbrush tip here to mix it up. Look how thick that is. That looks beautiful. I'm so excited to put this on here. Hopefully this doesn't stain the plate. I just thought of that, but we'll find out, won't we? So let me put this off to the side. And I'm going to grab a sponge applicator here because it's much thicker. Put it here, some right here. Look how thick that is. I love it. Okay. And let's roll this on. Got some on the Creative Memories board. That's okay. No problem. I think I was a little heavy-handed with the paint, so I'm going to use one of my... I'm just using standard printer paper for this exercise, but I'm going to have some off to the side here to wipe off the excess. There we go. All right, great. So let's go ahead and put the first page down. And I watch other mixed media artists online on YouTube primarily, and I have to say this part right here is the super satisfying part for me, when you see them lift up the paper and the print comes off. I don't know what it is. It's like ASMR, but visual ASMR for me. So make sure that's all on there. A little bit of paint came off of my hand, no problem. All right, let's see. Ooh, look how deep. Look how dark that is. Look how dark that is. That's beautiful. Okay, so that's our first print. I'm going to set that off to the side. And for this one, what I think I'm going to do is you can either wipe off this color and then go on with a new one to do a different layer. I think what I'm gonna do is take the excess off with another sheet of paper like this. I'm going to close this up. There we go. Okay, pull that up. And what's great is you can reuse these ghost images, as they call them. You can reuse this in a print as well. You know what? It kind of looks like that's a little heart, doesn't it? That is so amazing. And you know what's amazing about that is the fact that today is Valentine's Day. So look at the little blue heart. Yay. Beautiful. Okay, let's put that off to the side. Let's see if we can get one more ghost print off of this before I move on. Okay, let's pull that up. Okay, there's not much left off of there. So that just shows you one, all you have to do to remove excess is use one extra sheet of paper, because this came up completely dry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe this off using alcohol wipes. So let me grab those. Let me see, I'll put this back. Watch out, baby. I'll let you get your paint behind. Okay, well, I couldn't find my big container of alcohol wipes. They gotta be around here somewhere, but what I'm gonna do is improvise and use my Beekman 1802 Sunshine Lemon Facial Cleansing Wipes. They should work fine. If not, I'll go get a washcloth and wet that. And we can wipe it that way. So here, let's wipe this off. Oh yeah, look how quick that comes right up. Okay, I'll put that off to the side for garbage. Wipe off any wetness. Okay, that's good. There's a little bit of extra, not a big deal. This is just to try out different processes. Okay, so next color I'm going to try is the Violet Rouge. I'm gonna mix this one up. Like that, very thick. Put that in there. I need to find another applicator here. Let's see. More sponge applicator. Guess I'll just use a paintbrush. See how this covers. Okay, might need a little bit more than that, I'm not sure. Let's see. Oops. Oh, a little bit of my blue got in there. Oh, well, that's not the worst that could happen. All right, next paper. Let's pull this up. Now you can see some of that blue came off in there, but it kind of looks cool, like a tie-dye effect. But look how strong that color came out. Okay, so let that one dry. Okay, and let's get the ghost image off of there. We'll just put it on top of, we'll do a separate one. We'll do a separate one for the ghost image. And what you can do with these papers is you can incorporate them into your mixed media art, either standalone or in collages. They're great for journaling, for scrapbooking, card making, decoupaging, basically anything you could think of. You can make journal covers from them, box covers. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that extra blue did pop out a little bit in there, but I'm not upset. Happy accidents, as Bob Ross used to say. Okay. I'm just going to make sure that extra blue comes off the side of this roller, because it's coming off when I'm putting the new paint down. Okay. So, okay. And I'm going to, yeah. I'm going to flip this over and use the other side. Put this here, and let's go ahead and clean this again. Start with a fresh layer. Go. All right. And let's see. I'm gonna get, let me see, do I have paper towels in here? No. Let me get a washcloth to wipe off the excess. You don't have to wipe it off in between each application because you get some cool techniques with that, having the different layers underneath, but I just want to start with a fresh layer of paint each time just for this video so we can see what the different colors look like. So next I'm going to use this Ochre Rose. Okay. That one's super thick. There you go. This beautiful color, almost like a skin tone. I love it. It's gorgeous. Put that off to the side. And I'm going to apply liberally. There we go. Yeah, I think I put too much on this for this one, but that's all right. It's a nice thick application. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and print this color. I'm a little off kilter there, oh well. All right, let's pull this up. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Then we'll go ahead and take this ghost print off. So satisfying, oh my goodness. I love it. There we go. Here's the ghost print. That paper's curling up quite a bit. All right, and then I'm going to take this off. There we go. And let's dry it. Okay, nice and dry. Next, let's use this last color. As the French say, vert émeraude. It's been a while since I've practiced my French, but basically this is green emerald. Look at that. Look how deep that color is. I love it. Okay, let's get another stick to stir this up. I bought these colors particularly at the Artist and Craftsman Supply store in Squirrel Hill section of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I love that store. And they have so many high quality supplies, art supplies, and craft supplies. So I highly recommend them if you're in the area to check them out. Let's see, I'm going to use another paintbrush to apply this. Okay, that's plenty. That's quite a bit. Okay, let's close that up. Okay, so now I did notice I do have some of the previous color on the sides of my roller. So I'm gonna try to remove that so it doesn't get onto the gel plate with that color, the green color. I mean, I do have the other roller I could use, but I'm already using this one, so I figure I'll show you what I do to clean it up. Here we go. Let's wipe that off. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and roll this on. Look how deep that color is. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Love this green. This is beautiful. I have to say, I love the control that this particular roller has. It's very sturdy. Here we go. Okay. I need another. Let's turn this over. Oh, these are all sticking together. Oops. There we go. Okay, let's take a little bit more off because that's quite a bit. Ooh, it was a little heavy-handed with that color. Let's maybe make one. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's good. Print this. And of course, you don't have to use printer paper, but printer paper is relatively inexpensive. But you can also use any other types of paper that you really want to. If you have like leftover paper from old calendars, which I plan to use in another video, or craft paper works well. Some people even use Yupo paper, but that has a little different effect than regular paper. Some people use rice paper and tissue paper to great use. It turns out beautifully. And I can show you those in different videos. Got a little bit of the green on my hand. Okay, let's take that off. Ooh, look at that. Look how dark. Beautiful. All right. And these are just the base, and I'm going to apply different layers to the tops of these. Okay, let's take the ghost image off of here. There. That's different. I like this distressed look, and I'm definitely going to use this in other applications. All right, so we used all 4 of the colors I showed you initially. So all right, clean my plate again. Got that all over me. Okay, I'll dry this off. So a lot of people use Gelli Plate prints as collage fodder. So, you know, for their different collage pieces. And they use stenciling, or they even press like different implements into the paint to make designs. So we can do things like that as well. I'm gonna grab some water though, so I can rinse off my implements. All right, so let's go back to our first print. Look how beautiful that is. I got quite a bit of green on my hand here. Let's wipe that off. There we go. My hand's getting all covered. There we go. Okay. All right. So, let's see what we can do with circles. Well, this doesn't cover the entire thing, does it? Oh yeah, there we go. Now it covers. So I'm thinking, let me look at my colors here. It'd be cool is to get like a hot pink. There's this hot pink folk art neon pink for superior coverage with a matte finish. So let's see if that shows up on the deep blue turquoise that I use. So let's try that out. So we're going to put the color on first. Okay. Let me wipe off the excess green ink off of the, or green paint off of the side of the roller. Let's try to get the rest of that. Okay, all right. So this particular paint feels super sticky. Like it has a sticky like consistency. So we'll see if that comes through on the stencil very well. You can see what that looks like over that green color. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's set this down. I'm concerned that this isn't going to work that well, but that's all right. You live and you learn, right? Let's see how this turns out. My concern is that it's not going to turn out well because the consistency of the paint is kind of transparent in some spots. Try to press this down as well as you can in between the dots so the dots come through. Oh, I did this wrong. You know what, that's okay. I did this on a plain sheet of paper instead of on my blue, but you know what, this will give me an idea of what it looks like before I put it on the blue. And I can start seeing these dots coming through, so it is working. I can see them. That's good. I can see them through the paper. I'll try to get the spots that aren't showing as well. Okay, let's pull that up. Oh, see, that's not too bad. It is hard to get all of the dots, but that's what that came out like. There we go. There's a lot of paint left on there. We could actually do a ghost print off of this, and we could do one off of this. But it looks like this kind of pulled off where it caused a weird pattern. That's all right. I'm willing to make a different looking ghost print on top of this blue. I went off of the page a little bit. It's not going to be centered, but that's okay. You can always cut that up if you want. Oh, yeah, it's kind of murky looking, like it's not very well defined. That's okay. You can definitely use this in different you know, can cut this up and use it in different things. Clean this off. You know what, let's leave this pink on in the background and do something different over top of it. How about, or we can do pink again with the green. I don't know, I'm trying to think. Let me see here. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have these wooden bird cutouts. We can make those on here. Let's see. Let's see how this will work. Let's do, oh, this one is rose pink and it's opaque. I'm using my other roller, changing it up a minute. Okay. And let's do, this is what I'm going to press these in. We'll see if this pattern shows up on my print. goodness, it worked. Take a look at that. Yay. Oh my goodness, that's adorable. Look at the little birdies. And I'm excited to see what the ghost print will look like by itself. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's a reverse print of the birds. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay. I'm wondering if these will come up in, if I do a different color, if that'll pull up with that other color. Let's try, I wonder if this one will come up. Oh, this is fluid. Let's see. Okay. Well, here's this. This is a golden fluid acrylics green gold, and it is transparent. So let's see what that looks like with these underneath on. Let me see on here. Because that is a fluid acrylic, you could see that the paper moved quickly, so I had to secure it, you know, push down a little harder so I didn't move the paper fast. Now, in theory, what this should do is not only will it pull up the green I just put down, but it should pull up the remainder of the pink underneath, which still shows those birds. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Oh, there we go. You can still see the birds on the back of that. What I forgot to do was use the background, but that's okay. We'll use this. We'll use this for another one. Yeah, that's a little bit visible. Not as quite as it would have been on the previous prints. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? Here's a Artist Loft medium viscosity. It's a violet dioxazine. So let's see what we want to do with this one. I'm just going to leave the green on there. Switch it up to this, back to this one. Look how beautiful. Love it. Okay. I need to transfer these all to water so they can get the paint off of them. Okay. And we're going to, I'm going to put some designs in here. You can hear the trains in the background. I live near train tracks. I'm not pushing too hard, otherwise I'll poke the actual jelly print, and I don't want to destroy my jelly print. Oh, I got a little extra green off there. Okay. So let's put this here. I was gonna do this on that background again. I keep forgetting to put it on the background. That's okay. This will give me an idea of what it looks like to draw into the Gelli plate. Ooh, I like that. Look. Oh, I love it. You can kind of see the green popping through that was underneath. I bet you the ghost print's gonna look amazing. Put that there. Oh, my nails cracking. These are press-on nails from Red Aspen. I got them on sale over the fall. They had some overstock, so a friend of mine sells them, or an acquaintance of mine was referred to me, and they seem to be working okay. They're very quick to put on with glue. There we go. That's very cool. Really cool design. Okay, I'm going to clean this. There we go. Wipe that off. Make that dry. Okay. What do I want to do next? Let's do Okay. Now I promise I'm actually going to use this background now with this phthalo green. It's opaque. Semi-opaque. Okay, so it's not super opaque. So oh, there's a little bit of purple mixing in from a previous print, but that's okay. All right, what do I want to do with this one? I do have some Crafter's Square clear stamps. I think I'm going to use the Eiffel Tower for this. I think that'll be a cool use. I'm going to use this clear stamp pad, put this here, and then I'm just going to press down the Eiffel Tower multiple times. Oop, my finger got on there. All right, that's done. Let's use the background. Oh, that's cool. The only problem is, and honestly, it doesn't look that bad. Like, it looks kind of antiqued, but the stamper edge, you can see the stamper edge that's wavy there. I pushed too hard in some spots, and you can see the edge of the stamper pad. Honestly, I really need a smaller pad block for that stamp. But still, it's pretty cool. You can see the Eiffel Tower through there. It has kind of an antique look to it, which I love. I like how that turned out. Okay. Let me see. Let's try one of the other stamps. Maybe the shoe stamp? You know what, the flower, the rose one is pretty cool. Well, what I could do is put multiple on the block and have like a really cool like assemblage of stamps. I think I can only fit like 3 on there unless I scoot some over. Oh, I'm gonna have to take the paint off of here first. Let me get another wipe. The wipes are not cooperating. There we go. All right. Take that off. There. Voila. Okay. Okay, now let's do this. I'll put the shoe on, the Eiffel Tower, the rose. Bra, brassiere. I think we can fit one more horizontal one. This. I think this is supposed to be lace. Okay, I pushed as many as possible on one block. And let's see, I have an idea. So instead of just doing this directly on the background, on this pink background, I'm going to use some, let me see, vintage paper. I'm going to use some of this vintage paper from one of my World Encyclopedia books I inherited from the previous homeowner who didn't need to take them with her. So This page says insulin and insurance. That's very appropriate for these days, huh? All right, now this is not going to fit the entire page, so what I might do is, we'll see what I do here. Let's use the same color. There we go. Oop. So, what I'm going to do is press this down in multiple spots. There. Okay, we're going to put this down. I'll get the excess corners here with this paper. Oh, so this has a nice border. That's kind of cool. And let's pull this up. Oh, look at that. How cool. How cool is that? I love it. Very cool. See, there's the back. That's fun. That took up most of the ink. That took that ink better than even the printed paper, I feel like. Let's see here. And what you could do instead of rolling it out on there like that and putting the pad in, you could actually, let's see, I have these distress inks. I wonder if that would work on the, I wonder if that would work. Oh, it's very light though. Let's see if it comes up. Which could be an interesting effect. Okay, let's try that. that up. Ooh, it worked. Look at that. I didn't get it in every space. You know, there's some spaces here you can work with, but that worked too. Fun. All right. That was an interesting effect. Something to keep in mind for the future. So here's some opaque red acrylic ink. I'll put some of this on here. Okay. As you can see, that doesn't have very much coverage. It's very light. I don't even think, honestly, that I needed to roll that in. I think I'll throw some more dots on there and see what the effect is. Okay. This one. This paper is super absorbent. I love it. I think I like it even better than the printer paper. There we go. Different look. That definitely needs to dry. Let's put this one back down. That's cool. I love that. Let's see. I think I can clean off the Gelli Plate, and that is it for my demonstrations for today. So you don't need to watch me clean off the Gelli Plate again, but I'll show you the prints that I made, including the ghost prints. So here's one of the ghost prints. Here's another one. Like I said, this one was cool with the little heart on it. That was random, but very cool. I really love the effect of using vintage book pages, and it really took to the ink. Like, it absorbs really well. So I highly recommend using vintage book pages. What I'll do is I'll include a link to my Etsy shop where I will post some that you can purchase if you want to use any that you buy from me in your jelly print making. So that one turned out awesome. Let that one dry. Okay, here's this one. This was using the Paris stamps on a clear block using Tim Holtz peeled paint distress ink. That was a cool effect. This was a ghost print of the phthalo green with some of the stamps in them, and that red ink. The red ink blots look really cool. I love it. And you can see some of the vintage book page left behind, some of its ink, some of its writing, so you can see it through the red here. So that's something to think about. That's pretty cool. Okay, and here's this one, also one of my favorites. It looks kind of vintage, has that vintage feel to it with the Eiffel Tower stamps. Okay, so this was the original print. What I did was I used paint. I used a stick to and different implements to make some shapes in there. It turned out pretty cool. And here's the ghost print of that. And then I used this wooden bird, and I pressed it into the pink ink and did this stamps. I did like pressed it into pink ink on here, and it left behind this awesome pattern of birds. And I did a couple of ghost prints of the birds. There's that one, and this one. I'm not sure if I like this one as much. You can't see the print as much, but I'll probably do something more over top of it. This one didn't turn out as good as I liked it. I did do a print of some circles using a stencil, and I used the ghost print of those circles over top of this turquoise blue. Kind of muddied. I'm not a big fan of how that turned out, but I'm sure I could use it in some sort of background. And here are a couple of other ghost prints. But I would say my best ones out of this batch were the vintage book pages, the vintage book page that I did, and definitely the birds, and this one, that one, and definitely that one. Big fan. All right, well, thanks for following along. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you back another day. Take care. Bye.